Hello, everyone, and welcome back. The American Rescue Plan has finally been signed into law, and a lot of the things we've been talking about on this channel are finally coming true. So, great news for this Saturday. It's March the 13th. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's early in the afternoon here on the East Coast, and it's a beautiful day outside. I hope you guys are experiencing the same thing. This is your daily stimulus report on your first, second, and your third stimulus check. We talk about things like PPP, EIDL, and executive orders. On this video, we're going to zoom right in on EIDL, answer some big questions as to who's out there getting funded, what the new bill represents, and of course, more glitches. Oh man, there's 3 total now, so you're going to want to get your news. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Edward Bilder. To all my loyal subscribers out there, welcome back to another video. And if you're joining us for the first time today, welcome. Consider becoming a subscriber. I'm going to dive straight into EIDL in this video, okay, because I want to talk about the differences between getting yourself $15,000, $10,000, or possibly no $1,000. And I need to bring up 3 glitches now. We announced 1 glitch just a few days ago. 2 more have been discovered from all of my great viewers out here commenting us and reaching out to me on my Instagram and letting me know what you guys are experiencing. So if you have some issue that you're facing and you don't know what to do, send us a message. Maybe somebody else experienced it and we could help you get the thing solved, okay? The new bill is bringing $15 billion. $15 billion to the targeted advanced grants and grant programs, okay? We don't know exactly what the other grant programs mean yet, but it's basically taking the $15 billion and it's splitting it in 2 different directions. $10 billion is going to go towards $10,000 grants and $5 billion is going to go towards $5,000 grants. The $10 billion that's going to the $10,000 grants is to continue to service everybody in priorities 1 and 2. And these are all of the applicants that were submitting advanced grant requests prior to December 27th of 2020. Okay, there are no new grants at this time. All right, so that $10 billion that's sending that $10,000 is going through a priority 1 and 2, and it requires individuals who applied to have suffered a 30% reduction in gross receipts, be 300 or fewer employees, and the much controversial live in a low-income community. I know it's terrible that it has to be that way, low-income community, and there is so many nuances that people are experiencing that are suffering right now, okay? And it's a terrible way of setting that up, but that was what Congress did. The new rules are bringing something new, all right? So we'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, we interviewed 45 people so far. 45 people on my Instagram. They all received their funds and they all said the same thing. Yes, they live in a low-income community. They found themselves on that map. You could check out a 4-step to EIDL. It'll let you know if you qualify. You walk yourself through 4 steps. Okay, you could check that out. But they all confirmed they had a 30% reduction in gross receipt. They're 300 or fewer. They're all gig workers. Literally every one of them was a gig worker. Driving Uber, driving Lyft. Literally, they're all gig workers. Okay, and they confirmed that they found themselves on the map. All right, so they found themselves in a low-income community and got the full balance of the $10,000. Got $9,000. It was from $1,000 from the first grant up to $9,000, and they applied at all different times. They applied in April, May, June, all over the place. All right, so it wasn't in any specific order, and some of them confirmed that they had been denied for credit. Some of them confirmed that they were denied in reconsideration, but they still got the full balance of the 10K. All right. Now, there's a potential for some of these individuals to see a total of $15,000. This is an extra $5,000 on top of the $10,000 total, right? $1,000 plus $9,000 plus another $5,000, brand new $5,000. If you suffer 50% reduction in gross receipt in your 10 or fewer employees. I'm going to dive straight into more detail on that just coming up next, okay? But this money is landing in their accounts. The $10,000 is going to come first. And then I'm going to say probably after 45 days or so, that $5,000 will come. Okay. I don't know if it's going to require more application processes or what it's going to require. We're going to talk about that all next. Okay. So let's get over to the $5,000. And remember, there's 3 glitches we got to talk about here at the end of this video. So stay with us. Okay. Let's dive over to who's getting the additional $5,000 or potentially a straight $5,000, not a $10,000, but a straight $5,000. We're going to talk about those 2 different scenarios right now, okay? So this is everybody who suffered a 50% reduction in gross receipts, 10 or fewer employees. And now the or comes in this sense, okay? If you live in the low income community, you're going to get that $5,000 on top of your $10,000. There's also an OR path here that says it's going to send $5,000 towards everybody in the 1110 of the CARES Act time. And the SBA is not doing a very good job because they're whispering all this stuff to people that are calling, asking middle income, hey, am I going to get my full $10,000? And they get responses back from the SBA like, no, if there's funds left over, we're going to send $5,000 towards you, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's so misleading what they're doing right now, and it's really not helping out their case if they're going to get sued. I mean, it's not helping them at all. All right, and there's some big announcements coming from some big YouTubers with big audiences, and they're all saying, yep, you're going to get, not only are you going to get your $10,000 if you're middle income, but you're also going to get your $5,000 if you're middle income. And right now, none of that is true, okay? We have to wait for the guidelines to come out from the SBA before we know what they are going to do, okay? In that, let's just talk about a timeline then here for a minute, because that could take up to 20 days from the launch, from the signing of the bill, up to 20 days for them to even figure out how they're going to adjust the guidelines, run it through all their lawyers and whatnot, okay? And then they have to go and make new portals, and then they have to make a new application process for this whole thing. So I said earlier that the $5,000 will come later, and it's most likely going to be 45 days later, plus an extra 20 days on top of that. It could be as far as like 65 days away, okay? It could be very far away. Think about today, and think about when the bill passed in December 27th. It's been 3 months, and people are just now getting the balance of their $10,000. So it could be like another 3 months before we see that $5,000. I'm going to be talking about this every day for the next 90 days. Oh my gosh. All right. Stay with us here on the channel, okay? Because we're going to get you updated on this every single day. As soon as something new comes out, we're going to bring you your news. Now, that OR scenario, right? If you're in low income, chances are you're getting the full $15,000. It's very likely that you're going to get the full $15,000. The OR comes in because in the text, and I broke this out, a full video on the text, so you can check this out right here. Broke out the full text because the word OR shows up where it says some of it may go towards 1110s of the CARES Act. That's everybody else, middle income included, or straight over here to low income again. And it gives the SBA the decision to make, to decide who gets what, right? And I don't like that because they end up always screwing people. So if you want to learn how you could figure out if you have a 50% reduction in gross receipts and know if you're going to qualify possibly for the extra $5,000, I made a whole video on gross receipts walkthrough, and check this video out right here. It talks about how you can calculate the 50% reduction in gross receipts, and I offer a spreadsheet with a full explanation that you can reach out to me and get that spreadsheet, and it'll help you get this done, okay? Go watch the video first because it's going to tell you everything you need to do before you reach out to me asking for the spreadsheet, okay? So watch that video. It's going to really help you out. If you haven't already done so, you can support the channel by tapping that old like button, okay? Every time you touch the like button, YouTube recommends this video to more and more people. And it's an important message because there's a lot of glitches out here that could prevent you from getting the rest of your $10,000. The SBA is pointing the finger right back at you guys and saying, well, it's on you. You got to do something, and I'm surprised that they're doing this. Actually, am I surprised? I'm really not surprised, all right? Whatever it takes to get out of having to do their job, I guess, right? Okay, it's enough with the SBA. You could also share this on Facebook or Twitter. Help support the channel that way, spread the message. And you can join us on other videos where we talk about building wealth strategies through passive income, royalties, real estate, and the stock market. Man, I'm gearing up for a heck of a season for short-term rentals right now. It's consuming a lot of my time, but fantastic. So check out some of my other videos as they come out. Okay, 3 glitches, and one you may never be able to fix. Okay, I'm saying it now. I don't know if it'll ever be able to be fixed. Okay, but let's talk about the 3 glitches. One I announced here just the other day. Okay, and it requires you to have a portal. All right, so if you have a portal, I want you guys to go check your portals and look for something where the targeted advanced grant says submitted. If it says submitted, you're good to go. If it doesn't say submitted and it still says in progress, and you thought you submitted it already, it actually didn't get submitted, okay? And the SBA is basically saying, you never submitted it, so we don't have your application on file. And what you have to do is, you're going to see there's like a website inside of a website. It's for your form, it's for your 4506 transcript for the IRS. you got to scroll up just a little bit, and you're gonna see a little box inside of there, and it's gonna say submit for processing. You have to click that in order to get this whole process to get going, right? Because it triggers the IRS to send information to the SBA. I don't know why they didn't just put this button as one button, like submit the whole thing, right? Big button, but they didn't, okay? And it's also tricky because not everybody has the button to click. All right, the SBA didn't do a good job of making sure this works on all smart devices, and so they're recommending if you don't have that button, you have to use either a tablet or a PC. Not everybody has a tablet or a PC. I know, it's crazy. I actually manage 7 streams of revenue, all from smartphones, okay? From smartphones. And they didn't think to make sure it works on your Android or on your iPhone? What? It's just crazy. All right, next one, okay? Next one. Glitch number 2. This is a little tough one, okay? Because it could mean 2 different things. If you did not receive a portal invitation, this is a second email. The first email says, here's your targeted advanced grant application. Fill this out, send it back to us, right? It's an invitation to the portal. Well, the next one is your setup of the portal. It's like, here's an email back. You need to do a bunch more actions, set up your portal, here's the portal, etc., right? If you didn't get that second email, you're still not in the application process. You're still stuck in limbo, okay? And it can mean 2 things. The first thing is that you yourself might have screwed up something in the application. Maybe you checked a box, yes or no, that shouldn't have been checked, or you didn't get the 30% reduction in gross receipts, and you just never received a denial letter from the SBA that's like, oh, you didn't suffer a 30% reduction, so you don't get the money. So that could be something that you did, all right? Now, on the SBA side, it could be that there was just no data transfer. They hit the button, and the data never sent, and the SBA never received it to send back the new portal invitation, right? That's a tough one, okay? So if you didn't get the second letter, start calling the SBA. Start calling the SBA now. If you have no portal, get on top of the SBA because they got to figure out how to get it fixed. And the more people that call, the more they're going to pay attention to it, okay? So spread the message and get on top of that, all right? The last glitch, and this is a very sad glitch to talk about, okay? Because I don't know if it'll be fixed, all right? When you first went out, when the program first started in the CARES Act, there was the talk about the $10,000 advance, okay? And the portal wasn't set up appropriately, okay? So the SBA took down the original portal, crushed a bunch of applications. Some people got their full 10,000. Some people got 1,000, right? And then they reset up the whole portal to have like a checkbox that says, check this box if you want the $10,000 advance, or if you need the advance grant, check that box. Well, the previous portal didn't really have that checkbox. And so these emails are now going out to everybody who hit the checkbox. I had on my Instagram 15 people reach out to me and they said, the SBA is telling me I never checked the box, but I didn't have a box to check. Okay? And that's a problem. That's a big problem. And I think the SBA is going to have to fix that. They're going to have to go back in time, find everybody that applied that didn't have a checkbox, and get them their portal invitation. That's going to be a tough one to solve. And that's it for the glitches. If you experience any new glitch outside of these 3 glitches, let us know in the comments. We need to inform everybody so that we can get on top of the SBA to get it fixed. So let us know, all right? Thank you so much. Remember, leaving comments enrolls you into my next giveaway because when I hit 20,000 subscribers, I am picking a lucky subscriber who comments in all my videos to send $500 to. I just did this last Saturday, a week ago. Gave away $500 to one lucky family. I mean, they were extremely grateful. It really helped them out in this struggling time. And if you need help figuring out what kind of comments you're going to leave, let us know where you are in the PPP application process. Let us know if you're a draw 1, draw 2, if you got funds, if you're allowed to use your gross income on a fintech, something. Let us know so we can share it with all our viewers. So look, everyone, the next step is up to you, okay? Take some of this stimulus money and get out there and start investing again. Right now in the description, you can check out Webull and BlockFi. Webull wants to give you 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600 after you deposit $100 into the platform. And BlockFi, deposit anywhere between $50 and $250 to secure your cryptocurrency, and you could earn like 8.6% interest. That is actually pretty awesome, okay? I use both of these platforms each and every day. Webull's pretty cool, right? You could do all this cool stuff like this. Check this out. Look at this game I get to play here, right? All I did is I recommended friends, and every time I recommend a new friend, I get to spin that wheel. And look at that, I just won stocks. And the other day, I won this. $262 worth of free Facebook stocks. Pretty awesome stuff, if you ask me, okay? That's going to do it for today, folks. If you need more assistance on any of this, outside of my free content that I have here on YouTube, you could schedule a one-on-one consultation with me. Find me in the description, or I'll pin it right in the top comment. You can also find me on Instagram. Go in the description to find me. Don't follow anybody else on this channel trying to get you over to Instagram. We are blocking them, but man, they just still get through, okay? I thank you all again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.